Hello, I'm Kelly James Barker. Welcome to Spotlight on the Ozarks. My guest today is another gentleman from Branson, and his name is Michael Micham. You don't want to miss this guy. He is funny, and he's done a lot of stuff in the Branson area and in the Ozarks, and you want to come back and you want to hear what he has to say. We'll be back with Michael Micham right after this.
Get a kick out of life. Well, I'm a city boy, but I was born to roam. It takes a pair of boots to make me feel at home. It gives me some personality, you know. Some says this is me. When you wanna get a kick out of life, go to JR's and do it right. At JR's Western Store. Yeah, it's time you get a kick out of life.
And we're back after that message with our guest tonight on Spotlight on the Ozarks, Michael Micham.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you.
I like being had.
Have to, you?
Yeah.
Well, we've worked together before.
Yes, if you call it work.
Yeah, well, it wasn't, it was work for me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You did the editing. I'll keep my mouth shut.
You're real loud.
I was that way when I was born.
Was you?
Yeah, my mother almost had me in the toilet.
Really?
When the water broke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a real thing. She almost she was trying to get rid of me from the beginning. Yeah.
Wow.
My dad baptized me 3 times. About the 3rd time the bubbles stopped, and then he brought me out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he said, "Have you found Jesus?" And I said, "Did he go down here?"
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll let you talk now.
Oh, no. That's fine. This is all about Michael, so I have a feeling I won't have much to say tonight, which is good. I always had this little joke about my dad. I said he taught me how to swim.
Uh-huh.
He just threw me over in the boat. I was about 6. He just threw me over.
Threw you in the water?
Yeah, and he said, "Now swim, boy," and he took off for shore. I tell you, it wasn't hard once I got out of that sack.
You had a loving father, too.
Yeah, so I really did. But my dad, I said, "Boy, I don't remember him hitting me once. It was with the Buick."
We you know what? We come from the same mother at different times, I guess.
I suppose, yeah.
I know.
Well, life was hard back in the 60s.
Yeah. Well, we think times were so tough for us that we had to eat cereal with a fork. Yeah, so we could pass the milk on to the next kid. And that was tough. We had, our bacon was attached to a string, and I won't go any further than that.
Oh, no.
You had to retrieve it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Times was tough.
That's just sex, what that is. That's wrong.
Yeah, after about the 3rd kid.
One bath, you the first one.
I felt like a bird. Well, quit squeaking.
Yeah.
I feel like the Tin Man over here.
Is he squeaking a lot there, the director? Okay. Don't squeak.
I won't squeak.
It goes over that, and it's awful.
Is it awful?
Yeah, because it squeaks louder than you.
How,
well, it may not be louder than you are, but the squeak's loud for most people.
Oh, I won't. I promise I won't squeak anymore.
Michael,
yes,
the deal is this is a high-budget show.
Okay.
And so this is the furniture we got.
Is that why the tree?
Yeah, the tree's just there to fill in.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and so if you put it wrong, it's like, are you over there?
Yeah. You camouflage.
So you're making fun of the set now.
No. I'm proud to be here.
Well, I'm making fun of the set.
I'm
just kidding.
My grandmother used to make fun of her settee. When's the last time you heard Davenport, by the way?
The what?
Davenport.
Oh, yeah, the couch?
The couch, yeah. When did they quit calling it Davenport?
When they started calling it the couch.
I guess that's right. I never thought about that.
Yeah, Davenport. I remember one time this guy said, I got saved. It was down at the Davenport. And I knew what he was talking about. And there's 3 people with me going, we got out of the meeting.
What town is that?
Yeah, you guys, where's the Davenport? I said, it was the couch, dude. Got saved at the divan, man.
That's where all the Davins sail into.
Well, it's the couch, but we also call it the divan.
Divan. Oh, divan.
Yeah. Did you ever call it that?
No. I got my divan to go. And
did you? Well,
yeah, because they took all my Monet.
No, yeah, well, there you go, yeah. No, my mom used to talk all the time about buying a new divan.
I didn't know that's what they called them.
I don't even know if that's a word. That's what my mother said.
I thought that was a footstool.
Yeah, well, no, a footstool was a footstool.
Was it? Wasn't it a Davenport or a divan?
No, it was a footstool.
You know, I'm glad we have just like chairs now.
Yeah.
Those are like French words that we're
But
not
they
supposed
have
to pronounce.
wingbacks. You know, I'd like to have a wingback. We need wingbacks. If anybody's watching and you got some wingbacks you just want to give away, because that's our budget, call me. Get hold of me somehow here at the show. And we will come pick up 2
Wingbacks?
Wingbacks. That would be wonderful if they don't squeak.
Well, I can get like a dozen extra hot wings back.
So, Michael, we've wasted about half of this first. How are you doing again?
I'm doing good. Thanks
And you're
for
from
inviting.
Branson.
Near the Branson area. We live in a little teeny tiny town called Taneyville.
Yeah, Taneyville.
Yeah, and it's outside of Forsyth, which is outside about half an hour from Branson.
Okay.
And
you're an entertainer, duh.
well, I talk too much.
No.
And my wife will tell you so much, but
Well, but also, you know, you've explained why you talk so much.
Yeah.
And so there's other people out there that can relate to you.
yeah, I really do have ADD.
Yeah.
I've been self-diagnosed, and then I had other people tell me too,
Yeah.
which means I wasn't self-diagnosed. I had other people tell me too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Stephen Wright always said a thing called about HDADD, which I always thought was funny. High definition.
High definition?
Yeah, I have a hard time concentrating, but when it comes in, it's really clear.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I've been around you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Matter of fact, my wife and I worked at Silver Dollar City for 13 years at a place called the Homestead, McAfee Homestead, and she can tell you some more about that too.
Okay.
But
We'll
one
be
day,
talking to your wife here in this next show.
yeah, I have to do that too. I have to schedule different times to talk to her as well. So I'm glad you
okay.
figured out a way too.
Well, yes.
Maybe-
You can come in and visit with her while we're on break.
On your Davenport?
Or commercial on
On
the
the Davenport.
Yeah, put your foot up on the footstool.
The settee.
Yeah, I don't know. Satay.
How did we come back? That was pretty good. Nice
Yeah.
twist.
Well, you know, but here's the deal. So you're an entertainer. Let's stay on the track here.
Okay.
You're an entertainer, and so
Shiny
what
thing.
what kind of entertainment do you do?
Kind of on the cuff. We play a lot of music.
Yeah.
We do a lot of entertaining, educational music. We're farmers too.
Okay.
We perform and we're farming. So that makes us farmers.
Now, farm.
Farmers,
Explain
yeah.
what kind of farm are you farming.
More closer to natural, no pesticides in the ground, heirloom seeds.
And you grow what then?
It's like a truck patch. A lot of people, a little bit of everything. It's beans, squash.
You're like a politician. You never really answer my question. Okay, beans and squash.
We grow those too, but they usually end up in the compost.
Beans. Let's not go
No, I
into
mean,
beans. Well, now I know you got a pig.
We raise hogs.
Yeah, because you have to pull one of them up.
Farrow to finish.
Explain to our folks.
Oh,
what that
yeah.
means.
That's. Yeah, his name's Bubby because Bubba was his dad and Aunt Bee was the mama.
Okay.
So we named him Bubby. Oh, did you know that actually what the name of the boar hog in Arkansas is? Beelzebubba. He's an evil pig. Yeah. So what I got?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. What I got to do to get Bubba off the ground because he's so old, he's like helping an old man up.
How much does Bubba weigh?
700-800 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he's gotten a little bit lame. You know how dogs get dysplasia and stuff in their hips?
Right.
He's kind of getting a little bit bad in the hips, so I have to go out there and put a rope around one of his right up here in the shoulders and lace it underneath his head, and on about 3 we go together. He can count up to 3. Yeah, and that's how we get. And I literally get him up, and then he's up and eating and everything. But he can't. Otherwise he wallers around for a half an hour in circles.
I'm not laughing by him laughing.
Oh no, I feel bad for him too.
Less is hard. Yeah.
You know, some people say, "Oh, why don't you just sell him to somebody and then I make him into this?" And no, I don't want
bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a he turned into. We've had him for a long time.
Yeah. You get attached.
Yeah.
Now,
well, I was attached one time when he fell on me, but we won't go there.
So, how old is he?
He's got to be 12 or 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we keep.
Is that old for a pig, though?
Yeah, that's pretty old for a pig.
Because most pigs don't probably get past a year.
Yeah, most of them. Well, one day I was out there feeding my pigs, and we had a little bit of an apple orchard off to the side, and I was picking my pigs up one at a time and feeding them apples. In the smaller ones, but had like 30 of them, and my neighbor saw me doing it. He says, Mike, if you were to knock those apples out of that tree onto the ground, then it would be easier and it would save a lot of time feeding those pigs.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, but what's time to a pig?
Yeah.
About 6 months.
Right, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So anybody out there that doesn't have anything to do with animals, we really love our animals. I'm not making that up.
No, I know. I believe you. Yeah. So.
But yeah, we were at Silver Dollar City doing entertainment for 13 years on the front porch of the homestead.
Okay.
And it was a nice place. It wasn't a stage show. It was more like picking around somebody's house.
Hang on to that thought. They're telling us we need to go to a commercial.
We do?
Yeah.
Is it an Armor Star?
It's time to go to commercial. I don't know what's going to...
Nothing to do with pork?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think we have any pork commercials. So, but we'll come back and talk more about what you were just talking about.
Okay.
Right after this message with Michael Micham. And we're back after that message with Michael Micham.
I thought you were going to say after that mess.
No, that's it. Yeah. You know, you got a name like a radio DJ, Michael Micham.
Yeah, but I've had to deal with it for a long time, though, Kelly.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, substitute teachers, I'm not making this up.
Okay.
This still happens to me on the phone when people don't know who, they don't know my name.
Yeah.
And substitute teachers would do the roll call, and they would get to me, and they would say, Michael Micham? And I would say, no, Micham. Yeah, I know your first name, young man. What's your last name? Micham. Young man, don't be messing with me. You want to go to the principal's? So I had to come up with an answer, and I would just tell them that my mom had a stuttering problem, so she named me twice.
Michael Micham.
Michael Micham, yeah. Michael Micham. Yeah, it sounded like a duck.
Well, I know the first time we worked together on another show, and I was told somebody I was working with. I don't know, it was Barry or Terry or somebody down that way. Mm-hmm. Barry Wynn or Terry Sanders.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said, I was been working with Michael Micham and his wife. He goes, no, it's Micham. I went, oh, Michael Micham. Oh, good, okay. I was calling you Micham.
Were you?
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, you didn't tell me how to really pronounce it.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Well, and people on the phone will still do that. They'll say, what's your and she hears it all the time.
Well, you ought to say if it's somebody you don't want to talk to, is this Michael Micham? Nope. Hang up.
They don't know me.
It's not.
That's right.
It's not Michael Micham.
No.
You're Michael Micham.
Michael Micham.
You bet.
Yeah.
This is Michael Micham right here on your radio
no, it
show.
isn't. Yeah, 50,000 screaming watts.
Yeah. I used to work I was a DJ on radio. I'm still doing a radio show.
Yeah, I knew that, but where else was you doing it?
KGLC, 910 Miami, Oklahoma, way back in the 80s. Started the morning show.
Was it in the 80s on the dial or in 80s in the years?
No, 1980.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just want to clear that up.
1979. I started the 6 o'clock show. Good morning, Miami. This is Kelly James with.
Wow.
Yeah, wasn't that
you
cool?
got a radio voice.
Well, I did have. But now I got a TV voice. So tell me about that farm and now all that. Not the farm.
The homestead at Silver Dollar City.
That's it. You were working there.
Yeah, built in 1843. The Hershans moved the building into the park in the 60s.
Okay.
And our job was to, we were the homestead family.
Okay.
So we literally had a place we could sit and sup for lunch every day.
Wow.
Play music on the front porch.
Yeah.
It wasn't a stage show. It was if some little kid went walking in front of us while we're sitting there on the porch playing for people,
right.
we could stop right in the middle of the song and bring up the fact that he was wearing his pajamas to a public place. Before it was fashionable.
Like Walmart.
Yeah, like now everybody wears them.
Oh,
yeah.
Especially women.
Can you imagine if they would have had stretch pants back then? Everybody would have been eliminated.
I'll tell you, boy.
I know, that's terrible.
Spandex.
When spandex was invented.
Yeah. If I wore spandex, I'd look like a hippo with pantyhose.
Whoa, that's not a pretty picture.
Not at all. Tell me more about what you guys play at.
I don't know if I can clean that out of my mind.
We'll try to.
Okay.
Hey, at least you didn't see it. You could go blind.
Yeah.
We do need our own radio show.
I think so. Yeah.
Michael,
Tom and Bob show.
Michael and Kelly
Kelly.
show.
Kelly.
I even billed you first,
Well,
dude.
you have an Irish name, too. That's what I like about it.
Kelly?
Oh, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly.
I had a bunch of Oriental folks that followed me back in the old days because my name is Kelly Lee.
Oh,
my middle name's Lee. My real name.
Oh.
Kelly, James is my dad's name, so it's Kelly James Barker. But my name is Kelly Lee.
So
See?
they thought you was...
Yeah, I
Oh my
would look
gosh.
out and have all these Oriental folks, which I love.
Uh-huh,
And
yeah.
they're like, "This is Kelly Lee. He's one of us." Like that.
Yay.
So,
Well, maybe I should change my name.
oh, I don't know. I think I'd stick with Michael Micham. Okay, we ain't never gonna get this finished.
that's
now, what
right.
are we
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah, well, we played 13 years there. My favorite part of the whole thing was a jam session.
What year did you start?
91, 92.
Oh, wow, way back then.
Yep, it was the best job on the park as far as I was
Wow.
concerned.
Okay.
Got to play music. Actually ate dinner off of an old wood stove every day at noon.
Wow.
You know, they'd cook on the wood stove. My wife would cook on there.
Yeah.
Pies, chicken,
Wow.
and we'd set everything out, and people would walk through while we were eating.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a looky-loo kind of. There was a working museum.
Oh, wow.
1843. It was a real cabin,
Mm-hmm.
and people would say, "Is that real food? You know, what are you eating?" And I'd just look up and say, "Well, we're having deep fried possum lips, wagon rollover, speed bump surprise, and a little bit of double yeller because he wasn't fast enough to make it across the road.
Oh, my.
You know, some shoulder roast, you know,
Oh, yeah.
that kind of stuff." And they would just laugh and keep going on, and
Yeah.
you know, it was a good time. But the jam session at the end of the day, we met so many people. I mean, I can't begin to tell you all the people that we met that.
How did you? And so it was you and your wife.
Yeah, 13 years.
How did you land the job then? How did you get this job?
Well, I'll let my wife tell her part, but I was there was a show there called Buffalo Fred's a saloon show, or Carrie Nation was another show. I was a Buffalo Fred. I was just a replacement Fred.
Oh.
Yeah, the Fred that was there, he had to go to a real job, and so they needed a Fred real quick.
Oh.
So they put me in there, and they put me in there so quick that I was wearing his clothes. And imagine this, a completely white outfit
Yeah.
with pink fringe,
Oh boy.
a pink hat, cowboy hat,
Yeah.
and pink roper boots. Okay, and the suit was about 50 pounds too big for me.
Uh-huh.
So not only did I was supposed to be Buffalo Fred's show, so I looked more like a clown, and I had things happening there. I tell you what, one of them, there was it's a big theater, about 300 people, and it has a thrust, one of those stages that come out to the center so you can do little
Right.
cameos and things, and so here I am, Buffalo Fred, and I go out to the front, and there's this young Down syndrome man, about 25, 30 years old, older than most. And I says, "I got a song in my heart, and I got to sing." And he looks up at me right here, and he goes, "Don't sing, Fred." 300 people. And I said, "What are you going to follow? How are you going to do that?"
No,
You know?
he just took the show.
Oh, he took the show. Yeah, and they were all laughing at him, and they were, you know, I was sunk.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how I got into Silver Dollar City. But the best job was at the homestead,
Wow.
bar none. We were shingle saw. We worked on a shingle saw. Did split rails.
Wow.
Gardening. Learned a lot of stuff about Ozark. The culture of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
And was proud. And teaching people that hillbilly was not a derogatory term. They wasn't little Abner.
No.
You know, a hillbilly was a smile and a handshake.
Yeah.
Your word is your contract.
Yep.
If something doesn't work, you try to make it work. If you can't make it work, you do without and go
Yeah,
on.
That's right.
And when people ask you things like, "Is it going to rain?" you say things like, "It always has." Or
Yeah.
if you're collecting clippings for grass,
Yeah.
you know, and you're saving them because you know as well as I do, in this country there's no dirt, so you know what grass is.
Well, there is in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes.
yeah. But grass in Missouri is Missouri dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that just leads me to Terry Wayne Sanders again.
Dirt?
Now, I'm going to tell on him about the 5th time now on different shows. He got stuck out here 3 weeks ago.
In this driveway?
Well, yeah, that's what all them ruts is out there. He drove. Yeah, that's right, Terry. I'm telling on you.
He can't.
Yeah, he
Terry.
got stuck. He was just buried like that. So, cameraman Mike and this other fellow was on that day on one of the shows. They went out there and helped him push it out, and just like that. And I'm filming it, dude.
Oh, you getting it?
Yeah, I've got it. I just haven't showed it yet.
I want to see it.
The dirty dog threw mud on me. Yeah. And then he gets out, and I said, Terry Wayne Sanders. I had it right in his face, and Terry's quick.
Yeah.
I said, whatever possessed you to park there? He goes, you told me to. And he runs back to his car and takes off.
Oh my God! Leave it to him to get stuck. That's a good, yeah.
Which goes back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
That is now Missouri mud.
Mud. Yeah.
It was grass.
It was grass. Now it's Missouri dirt. That's right.
Dirt,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, my wife and I have an 80-acre farm, and so we do the real thing. We're real McCoys, you know.
You have a 80-acre farm.
Yep.
It's your work. It's a working farm, and
Yep.
plus you entertain.
Yep. Try to.
Yeah, and you go to different. Didn't you tell me that you went to Texas?
We did a showcase down there and got some jobs with the RV parks.
Do you have any dates on those RV parks?
The dates are not in my head right now. I know we're doing a New Year. We go down there in January.
Okay.
And then from January into the February.
Okay.
Yeah, and
so that's when your jobs are booked.
over for the
Okay.
and then we also do Renaissance fairs.
Okay.
Muskogee, Oklahoma, Kansas City,
Wow.
Norman, Oklahoma. We're doing it's called Grand Lakes.
Okay.
In Oklahoma as well.
Down by the Grand Lake.
Yeah.
Grove,
They're right. Yeah,
Grove, Oklahoma.
Yep, they're right next to that.
Okay. We did a lot of shows down there.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I lived there 3 times.
Have you been to a Ren Fair?
No.
Oh, you know what I call it? You would fit right in. You know why?
Why?
We call it the island of misfit toys.
Oh, yeah, I'd be there. Yeah. Be right in the center of that.
If you don't fit in anywhere, you fit in at a fair.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, and turkey legs.
You
You
did
know?
say fit in at an affair?
No, not at an affair.
Oh.
Fit in at a fair.
Oh, a fair.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
hard to say. A
That's a
fair.
fair, yeah.
Sounds like we're drunk. A
Fair.
fair.
What if you're talking Irish? You know, you'd be talking like this. You know.
Oh, well, no. It's top of the day to you.
It's the top of the day to you, and the bottom of the night, and in the extra innings. But yeah,
You
so
know, I tried to talk like an Englishman on this one TV show we did.
how'd you sound?
Well, I was like an Irishman. So I would take off. And so I had to write this script. And I wrote this script. They said, so who's your mom? Who's your dad? I said, well, my mother was English and my father was Irish. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Oh, that's good.
I had to cover my tracks.
You covered your tracks.
You know, we had real English people there. And I would take off. Okay. They go, you do real good. And all of a sudden you're an Ireland. I said, I can't help it.
Yeah, no, it's good. So you didn't have the Cockney about you, huh?
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
I like the ones that speak, well, you can't even understand what they're talking about.
I like that.
Oh, top of the day, talk.
Oh, have you ever heard them do the gobbing?
Oh, yeah.
When they gob, the
You're talking the Irish.
Yeah, it's a Scottish scat.
Yeah.
Not that kind of scat, the other scat.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be that kind of scat if we tried it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Biddly boddly.
Biddly boddly.
We got 1 minute.
1 minute?
So biddly boddly and tell us something.
You mean it's going? The 1 minute's here?
We got to go to commercial.
Oh, we got to go to commercial.
Yeah, no.
I sure appreciate you letting me come on here and just talk with you and get to know you a little bit better.
Well, yeah.
And we got a lot of things coming up in the future, and I hope to see you again. Want to bring some kids on that we do a non-profit fiddle thing.
We're going to do a special spotlight on the theater with those kids and with that organization.
Yeah.
That's something that's coming up later on.
Yeah, it's Ozark Mountain Music. OMM is the name of the program.
Cool. Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
So
you like
bringing
these
up
kids.
Some of the kids and bringing up their parents and visiting with them and
Give you some video that you can actually utilize, I think, of the kids.
Just count us down. We got a commercial. We'll be back right after this with Michael Micham.
Hello folks, my name's Jason Richardson. I'm the lead guitar player for Kelly's Country Junction, and I'm here to tell you about MJT guitars made in Carthage, Missouri. If you would like a custom-made vintage-style guitar, then you need to talk to Mark Jenny. He'll help you out with the style, feel, and sound you are looking for. They specialize in custom-made finishes and are priced affordable, made with you in mind for the perfect sound and fit. MJT guitars, made for the working man.
Hey Georgette, did you know Kelly's Country Junction comes on this station?
And Kelly Lee James is my favorite.
Well, a lot of folks say I look like him.
In your dreams.
Hard to believe you're Joanne's little sister. I met you were 6 years old in that sandbox. I should have let that cat covered you up.
Homer, listen.
You listen.
No.
Don't start on me. And you. And we're back from that commercial break.
Yeah.
Now, Michael,
Yeah.
this has been quite the show.
Oh, yeah, great for me too, sir.
I've never had one like this.
I had a lot of fun like this.
Yeah. We've got 3 minutes.
Is that it?
No, wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, do you have anything kind of educational that you could actually say?
But about 3 minutes worth is all I got.
Well, then we're good. Go.
Oh, well, we've always been asked the difference between a fiddle and a violin, and I was referring to the fiddle kids.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things that I can tell you. The first one that really made more sense than anything, some people say one's in a gunny sack, one's in a case. One, yeah, you've heard that.
Yeah.
Well, the one that was the best so far for me was a little 7-year-old Irish kid. Nancy and I got to do trips to Ireland, and we was asking that question. And a 7-year-old kid, he wasn't making a joke. We said, "Do you know the difference between a fiddle and a violin?" He goes, "Yes, I do. A fiddle starts with an F, and a violin starts with a V." Yeah.
I love it.
And I tell people that all the time now. But the one that really took root, and you'll agree with this. The one that really took root for me, and I use it now. I'll mention it to people, because you know how violin players are kind of, and the fiddle players, if they're real fiddle, they don't want to blend.
Well, they
sometimes
don't. It's pretty hard to blend because violin is sophisticated.
Well, that's
fiddle players are just, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, and that's it. And what I heard was violins sing and fiddles dance.
There you go.
Isn't that nice?
I like that.
Yeah, and it just explains the whole thing.
It does.
Yeah. And
I was carrying my harmonicas in a Aldi sack.
Mm-hmm.
And,
what kind of sack?
Aldi's store. Grocery store.
Okay. I thought you meant all these sacks.
No. Just I had this Aldi sack, and so the reason I did it was because the regular little sacks were tearing when I put my holder in there. It would cut them off.
Yep.
And so they felt sorry for me and bought me a real case. So I've got this case thing. It's for my harmonica. So I just walk with my bag now. Look good now.
Yeah.
But I am a folk player, so you know, all this bag worked for me.
Yeah. One of these days we're going to jam together, I hope.
Yeah, we got to do that. Yeah.
Because I like playing. I just like playing music. We're blessed. My wife and I are blessed that we get compensated for something we love to do.
Yeah. You get paid?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes we have to pay to play.
Oh, I've paid more than I've ever made.
Yeah.
I was going to set that up and say, you get paid? How do you swing that?
With a 9-iron?
You pay me around.
That's how you do it.
Talking about that little Irish kid, the older I get, I just turned 60, and the older I get, last summer, the older I get, I'd love to go to Ireland. I'd love to go to England and see the hills and what I call the old home places.
Yeah, there ain't nothing richer than that. I got time for one more?
Go. It's my show. We'll skip a commercial.
Okay. My son's name is Nathan, and my wife and I went over there with my son to Ireland.
Yeah.
He was about 15, and we were in a pub after the show, which kids are allowed in the pubs there.
Yeah.
And
they used to be allowed in bars here.
And then somebody showed up with a banjo.
A bar and a pub. There's a difference.
Oh, it is public house. Yeah. But we were in there, and this Scottish fellow looks at Nathan and says to me, he goes, "That's a fine lad you got there. What's his name?" And I said, "Thank you, sir. His name's Nathan." He goes, "Nathan, you should have named the poor boy something." Nathan. Nothing.
Oh, nothing, Nathan.
I'm sorry.
Well,
my accent was too good, wasn't it?
On that, folks, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But my guest tonight has been Michael Micham.
Thank you.
Really haven't learned a lot from anything other than just being stupid. But his wife will be on next week, so join us. And if it's on demand, just go to the next show and it'll set. And she'll explain what he didn't.
3 minutes of wisdom.
Yes. Michael, thank you for being on, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
This is the craziest show I've ever done.
Yeah, I'll get you a new tree next time.
Would you?
I would.
Okay.
That's great.
And bring me a fiddle in a bag.
Yeah, a fiddle.
Fiddle.
And a violin.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is Spotlight on the Ozarks. We'll be back with another good guest next week, you see.
Will you be saying it like that next time?
We gotta go.
Bye.